Yeah, it's time for that One Piece discussion. Y'all don't even understand how hyped, how stoked I am for this video, this long time coming video. Now I've told people, I've hinted at that I'm dropping this video. We talking about the New World, and anytime I talk about the New World, you know it's something serious. Because look, what do I keep saying? If you've ever seen my videos and I mention the New World, what is my phrase? In the New World, only the strong survive. The weak die or get the hell out. That's it. We talking about badass, read, whatever you want to say, yo. This video is going to bring that fire. It's going to talk about several discussions. So bear with me, keep up with me, keep track of what I'm saying, yo. Like, this video's origins goes back several months ago, I think. Not to when I was going to make the video, but I was thinking about a few things, you know, thinking about the future of One Piece and all that, right? And the fact that we're only in the third arc of post-time skip, and really the first island, official island of the New World. We're already facing off against Don Quixote Doflamingo. I've already talked about videos where I believe there's going to be a long war between the Don Quixote pirates and the Straw Hat pirates. Did a video about that sometime last year. I've done videos about the dealings with the Yonko. I even dropped a video on the Straw Hat's journey with the Yonko. I'm expecting some epic wars and whatnot. And here's the thing, man. The pacing at times is going to be slower, but at times it's going to speed up. It just depends on what the archetype is. Understand this. Because the New World, first of all, it's vast. And secondly, we've switched now from more of a character-driven narrative, as Uber Hikari said a couple years back, now to more of a plot-driven narrative. You gotta understand that. And it's become quite political, okay? There's going to be a lot of growing that goes down. There's going to be some epic stuff. Expect more of what you see on Dressrosa, for example. There's going to be some epic stuff. We're talking about a boatload of pirates clashing. The seas ahead are filled with pirates. Spoiler for those who don't know, and there's going to probably be plenty of spoilers in this discussion. Don Chinjao on Dressrosa, what did he say to Luffy? He said in the seas ahead, there will be plenty with Conqueror's Haki. Plenty. So that in of itself says a lot, okay? So that this, you know, those are the thoughts that kind of, you know, general. And then I kept thinking about, you know, people mention Dark King Silver's Rayleigh and why he has a name. Nobody ever really talks about why Dark King has a name. Everybody kind of glazes over Silver's Rayleigh. People talk about, oh, they love Monkey D. Garp. Like, Garp was the most powerful. Of course, they obviously recognized Goldie Roger as the Pirate King. They recognized Whitebeard Edward Newgate, the man who, the strongest man alive, according to Sengoku the Buddha. The one who had the power to destroy the world, okay? But also, they kind of glaze over Sengoku, who was Fleet Admiral. Garp was doggone just a Vice Admiral. Let's get real. You know, people talk briefly because of films about Admiral Z, Admiral Zephyr, okay, aka Z. Nobody ever really mentions Kong either. Nobody really ever well, a few people mention Golden Lion Shiki from time to time, but those are Golden Age pirates, and I believe I made a video about them as well. Okay, Rogers era pirates, right? Golden Age, whatever you want to say. Anyways, Rayleigh. My first thought to making this video, and then it's expanded upon that to about, I think I'll deal with about 4 or 5 different discussions in this, possibly. I don't know, don't quote me on that. I know definitely 3. My first one will deal with Silver's Rayleigh himself. Now, when you look at the flashback, okay, you look at 2 things. Number one, like, how to say this? Number one, we look at the flashback briefly. We see Roger meeting Rayleigh for the first time. I don't know if we know where that's at. Might be East Blue, might be North Blue. I don't know which sea they were in. Okay. Roger finds him and says, you know, come join me. Obviously chooses to. Rayleigh looks serious, but he doesn't look like a killer, for example. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't give off that necessarily Zoro vibe. He gives off that don't mess with me vibe, but he didn't give off that assassin vibe or anything like that. Right? We look at Rayleigh now, or at least time skipper, really. Who dealt with the Straw Hats, training her, was like a grandfather figure, all kind of not happy, but like, Joy's like had this carefree kind of attitude or whatever. You probably got some of that. Roger probably rubbed off on him, right? But he got the name Dark King. Remember a couple things, okay? Before I delve in, before I plunge into my thoughts on how Dark King how he got the title Dark King. When we first see Rayleigh, at least in the anime, okay, I didn't actually read the manga at the time, but in the anime, Rayleigh is chained up, at the auction, the slave auction, right? An old man, but he has this look about him. Then he comes in there, and he uses Conqueror's Haki like we hadn't seen before. Not only hadn't we seen Conqueror's Haki, really seen Conqueror's Haki, we saw red-haired Shanks. We later see that that's what Shanks did. And Whitebeard and him clashed their Conqueror's Haki, right? But he selectively knocked dudes out. Because remember, he kept the Straw Hats from being, he left them conscious, right? You saw his face. Then you see him when he faces off against Admiral Kizaru. When he charged in there, he had this serious face, like the face that he's going to kill you potentially. That's that kind of face. Understand this. Now, when he faced off Kizaru, he was just pretty much stalling. We don't know if he's above Admiral level at this time. We know he's at least Admiral level, okay? Then when, I guess you could say, when he was on the island next to Amazon Lily, and he returned to Amazon Lily arc, the brief arc, after the Marineford War arc. I think that was a arc. Anyways, we see Rayleigh. When he's activating Haki, he again has this serious deathly face. It's said that the Roger Pirates conquered the whole Grand Line in 3 years, right? Is what a lot of people don't understand. They're like, how could the Straw Hats go make so much progress? Now, I don't believe it's going to take 3. I believe it's going to take more time, because I don't believe Luffy will be Pirate King till mid to late 20s. Well, I don't believe the series of One Piece will end till Luffy's mid to late 20s. Okay? For various reasons. I mean, he may become Pirate King in a relative short amount of time. Probably a couple more years. But as far as in the story ending, I don't see it ending anytime, because, the final war and all. But anyways, back to Rayleigh. He had Conqueror's Haki as well. So you have 2 dudes on the Rogers Pirates, at least 2, with Conqueror's Haki. Both captain and vice captain. Okay. Rayleigh is feared just as much, if not more so, than Roger. Now, we can say that this, and we can also say that probably back in his time, Pirate King, Dark King. The title, see, the thing about it, you got to think about it. The title of Dark King is a clear indication that something's up. Something's up. And he's also called a kingdom of himself. So he's like under it. The king, Roger gets all the shine, he gets all the attention. But Rayleigh was the one that was really feared. It's kind of how, the world government, they got all these dudes, they got the powerful admirals and stuff. But then they got the CP9s and CP0s, okay? The dude that come behind and do the assassin corps, okay? The assassin squads, right? With Dark King, I believe he got this, or I don't know if he necessarily has the armaments Haki, hardened Haki, full body like Vertigo has. Vice Admiral Vertigo has or had, whatever. If he's probably dead. Anyways, I don't know if he has that. A lot of people believe that's the fullest thing, but you look at it, Vertigo got pwned because of Law's ability. So it begs on a question, I'm gonna do a video later on whether Luffy will actually develop that level of Haki, you could say, or will develop that style of Haki. Talk about that later. I don't know if Rayleigh has that. Okay, we never saw him use hardening haki. As far as I'm concerned, I obviously probably had the ability to use it. He probably used it with his legs and whatnot, or at least on his sword. But he was also a swordsman. Take that in consideration as well. When I think of Dark King, not only is this kind of assassin mentality coming, I think he gives off this aura. Now, understand this. Luffy parallels Goldie Roger, right? Straw Hat Monkey D. Luffy parallels Pirate King Goldie Roger. Well, Pirate Hunter Roronoa Zoro is supposed to parallel Dark King Silver's Rayleigh. And one thing that Zoro has done that I don't believe we've seen anywhere in the rest of the series is his Ashura. Okay, I believe we'll eventually see that a lot more. That was great foreshadowing. That also made me think about this. My thoughts is that, especially if you know Hunter x Hunter, the Hunter x Hunter, whether it be the anime or manga, right? You know about Nen and the auras, right? And the malign aura that you can get. For example, when Killua and Gon ran into Neferpitou the first time, they had people shook when she had them shook. You know, when what's the name? Not Kite. Nove. The end of Poof, Shallow Poof. He got shook. Okay, I believe Rayleigh had that kind of aura that would just shake people. Okay, I believe it would parallel. His, you could say his Conqueror's haki turned very dark. Okay, a fearsome monster, a dark presence would surround it. Kind of, not saying Brooks gonna have that, but if Brooks, like kind of his music world kind of thing, blah blah blah, but on more so just like this black, presence, this dark presence, and people don't understand how fearsome darkness is. So that's my thoughts on Dark King. I believe he has his Conqueror's haki takes the form of an aura, and established also with his armaments haki takes the form of an aura. Okay, a very dark, menacing aura. Now, to the second part of this video I would like to discuss. It has to do with the Straw Hats themselves. Okay. And I made a couple videos. I made an Evolution of Usopp video. I made an Evolution of Brook video. It was a fan request. It was a subscriber requested video, but I was glad I did it. And here's the thing. With the Straw Hats, I have, been not really critical of Sanji, but I've not been a fan of Sanji post time skip. And I told people, I think I mentioned this in a couple videos. But this Dressrosa arc is starting to change my mind for me. Because I believe I said in another video that, my top three favorite, I think pre-time skip was, in this order, was Luffy, Zoro, and Nico Robin. Post time skip is Luffy, Zoro, and Usopp. And I know people with Usopp right now, whatever. Nonsense. Anyways, deal with that in the chapter review I'm about to drop after this video. Well, chapter discussion video. Anyways, the most recent chapter of One Piece, 740. With the Straw Hats, I'm expecting a much more as they travel through the New World, and this will go into points 3 and 4 more so. The New World is dark and corrupting. Okay, it's where pirates rule. Understand it. Emperors are pirates. Pirate emperors. We ain't talking just pirate kings and queens, okay? Where on Amazon Lily, the pirate empress, that's what she's called, Boa Hancock. No, she's just a queen of Amazon Lily. She just happens to be a pirate as well. No. We have, as political entities, the Yonko, the 4 emperors. This is a dark place. The New World is. You can already feel the transition post Fishman Island. I mean, check out Punk Hazard. You got kids getting drugged, okay? I mean, You got dudes like Whitebeard, not Whitebeard, Brownbeard's crew, eradicated. You got Julie Bonnie's crew, Pre-Tonska, eradicated. Who was it? Was it Capone's crew? You know, these different. Look at X Drake, Red Flag X Drake. These supernovas came up in there. You look at Eustace Captain Kidd, cut up. You know, all these scars and whatever. And I'll get that in a bit. Now, I'll probably be the fourth discussion. Okay. But with the Straw Hats specifically, I believe all 5 combatants will get will get a more darker, serious tone, presence about them. Their minds will change. All the Straw Hats will get more serious. It ain't that their characterization going to be different. We're not going to have none of that. No. They're going to be the same characterization, but they're going to be darker and more serious. They're not going to get... See, here's the thing. The Blackbeard pirates are like... They parallel the Straw Hat pirates, but they're different. It's strange. It's a strange kind of thing there. They're the same, but they're different kind of thing. But at the same time, Blackbeard, he's not all that serious. It's strange. He's a villain. The Blackbeard pirates are strange, and until we get more information on them, I won't do a discussion. But that may be down the road, the discussion video on them. But as far as the Straw Hats, Luffy, we've already seen it time and time again. Straw Hat Monkey D. This dude gets serious and he throws them hands. Do you also remember? I mean, Zoro's been serious. Sanji, you see that he can be serious as well. Usopp he gonna become brave. He needs to become serious. And Brook, we've seen him. All of them have shown glimpses of future, I believe, of seriousness. Okay, Luffy. What does Zoro? First of all, what does Zoro tell Luffy on Punk Hazard? He says we're in the new world. We can't afford not to take it serious anymore. And Luffy says, "All right, I got it." Cause see, here's the thing. Luffy, one of his things to becoming Pirate King is learning responsibility, learning his role as a captain. Okay, learning that he has to deal with situations as a captain, learning as a man. Okay, this isn't a coming of age buildings romance story, but it is part of Luffy's character development. Growth as a man is part of it, and he's a man. You look at him in Dressrosa, he's still doing what he does, but at the same time, Luffy's different. See, I think he also, Dark King Silver's Rayleigh also implanted some of that in him. Zoro's been doing that. That Water 7 situation with Usopp, that helped to build. And there's different situations throughout, you know, the loss of Ace, Portuguese the Ace, Fire Fist Portuguese the Ace, Luffy's brother. You know, Luffy been with Sabo, but then there's the whole Sabo situation currently, whatever. Spoiler, I know. And anyways, Luffy he'll still be as careful, he'll still be himself, but you will see a much more, I'm not gonna say sinister, but you will see a darker presence about Luffy. Okay, that Conqueror's King Haki, man, that Conqueror's Haki, that has something. That's something about the Conqueror's Haki. We have not yet investigated. There's something about Conqueror's Haki, right? I'm telling y'all, there's something about that. It's more than just Ace. See, we didn't really see Ace all that much, but there's something about Conqueror's Haki that makes you different, okay? Boa Hank, there's that edgier side of it. I truly see it. Now with Zoro, it's easy to see. I mean, we already saw his Ashura. Come on, man. The Kitoryu, the nine faces or whatever, the 9 swords and all that. We already know this dude's badass. This dude's feared. I mean, this dude, even Jewelry Bonnie said, he's been said, people see him as a captain. Why is he not the captain? And that's also, and I've mentioned this previously, I believe he is, Zoro does have Conqueror's Haki. He parallels, I gave him my reasons, go back and, I forget which video I dealt with that in, but anyways, I believe Zoro does have Conqueror's Haki. And when you look at Sanji is the least progressed character, the least developed character among the Straw Hats. They've all got some development. When I say he's the least developed, he's less developed than doggone Brook. And Brook's the most recent member of the Straw Hats. I'm just saying, as up until now. Okay. Doggone Sanji, he needs and I believe we start to see it when I know spoiler, another spoiler. Big Mem, Charlotte Linlin's Big Mom's flagship, her main cruise ship, right? When it comes or it's coming to Dressrosa, the Going Merry, not the Going Merry, gosh, I'm thinking back. The Thousand Sun, they run into her, and Sanji's the what's the word? The fill-in captain. Even though Nami short a shot could have been, but he's the strongest. Whatever, he's protecting him, and he gave off this vibe. Okay, he gave off this vibe. It was really like a pirate-esque, like this. I'm gonna mess. He asked Luffy for permission to return fire, on Big Mom's ship. Okay, and he's now starting to give off this vibe in Dressrosa. Like he's going to throw them hands. When he took on Vertigo, okay, he's shown these glimpses where he's going to have to be more serious. I mean, he knows it too. He even also in Water 7, he talked about Luffy, him along with Zoro are the ones who talk about being a man a lot. And will he ever hit a woman? That's questionable. But that's a whole different discussion. But oh yeah, I could definitely see him being more pirate-esque. Oh yeah, it's without a doubt. Blackleg. And see, there's hits throughout this. Okay. Now, when it turns to Usopp's goal is what? To become a brave warrior of the sea. I mean, to bring pride to the warriors of Elbaf. Get his father's respect, Yasopp. You know how Yasopp is, the world's greatest sniper at this point. We see Van Alger from the Blackbeard Pirates and whatnot. Luffy's a sniper. I mean, not Luffy. Usopp's a sniper. And people are pissed off at Usopp right now, and I'll deal with that in the video I deal with this 740 chapter that I'm going to entitle One Piece chapter 740, The Battlefield. With Usopp though, he's going to get much more serious. And the point's going to be where he's going to realize that, I gotta shoot fools. I gotta shoot to kill. Almost kind of mentality. You understand? I gotta become a soldier. See, Usopp needs to train to become a soldier. Right now, here's the thing. Usopp never learned how to be a pirate. Luffy been a pirate from day one. He a G like that. Zoro was a doggone he was a bounty hunter prior to becoming a pirate. Sanji, he grew up with a pirate chef. Okay. Also, he grew up among fighting cooks. Usopp didn't have Jack. Usopp didn't have Jack. Nami was a thief amongst pirates. You had Chopper. Chopper's a doctor. Chopper's a whole different thing. But Chopper's you can see Chopper. Chopper don't really, even though Chopper to me, in my view, is when push comes to shove, post time skip is the fourth most powerful strike because of Monster Point in different elements when he goes at it, but he doesn't go at it. Okay, but he's not. You see how Chopper be like, he cotton candy lover Chopper. I mean, come on, enough said with that. I mean, you have Nico Robin. She self-entitled assassin, but she's been on the run since a child. She dealt with people like Sir Crocodile. I mean, come on, she can be dark, or even human is dark at times. You look at Frankie. He was Underground King. He was the boss of Water 7, along with he was the underground boss, and his brother Iceberg was the legal boss, was the mayor, and doggone Brooks been a pirate. He was a pirate 50 years ago with the Rumbar Pirates. You understand what I'm saying? So, amongst all this, Chopper excluded, the rest of them have had dealings with pirates. With pirates. Usopp never had none of that. Usopp's from Syrup Village. I mean, we talk about Cupcake Softback. The only thing he dealt with pirates is Captain Kuro. But that wasn't until Luffy and them showed up. Because Kuro, at the same point, was executing his plan. Usopp was playing pirate. So Usopp ain't been about that. But as these seas become more tumultuous, okay, as the Straw Hats begin to go to war with various pirate crews, you're going to see a different Usopp. He's going to transform. And remember, his goal is to become a brave warrior of the sea. That's one of the toughest goals. I mean, let's see, when you look at it, Luffy's goal is Pirate King. That's the toughest goal of all, period. That point blank serious. Zoro's becomes the world's greatest swordsman. That's tough. That's tough. I mean, we got people like Dracula Hawkeye's Mihawk, for example. You know, we got the Flower Blade, Flower Sword, Vista, whatever his name is. I mean, we got even Rayleigh, we got Shanks, we got, Redhead Shanks. And you got these different people, okay? Sanji's fine all blue. Find a place cool. That's not, difficult, but not that difficult. Whatever. Nami's to make a map of the world. Difficult, but not that difficult. Comparing the others, okay? Frankie's ship that sails. Again, difficult, but not that difficult. Chopper to heal as many people, kind of difficult. Now that's a difficult. It ain't gonna lie, that no fronting. Brooks to return to Law Boom. Difficult, but not that difficult. Robin's to find the Rio Poneglyph. Again, like Chopper, that's difficult. Not only Luffy and Zoro, but that's difficult, no lie. When I say difficult, there's steps to this. Who else? Frankie did the Chopper. Brook. I've got pretty much everybody but Usopp. Okay. Usopp's to become a brave warrior of the sea. Very difficult. Very difficult. And what I mean is, it's complex. There's so many elements. You're talking about psychology. You're talking about being recognized by other people. You're talking about having the battle experience. You're talking about, world. There's a lot of elements. Staying alive. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. Staying alive. Most of these, all of them require staying alive. But staying alive long enough. Okay? It's not just a destination kind of thing. These are titles, and titles take a while. They take recognition by a group of people. Because you can claim to be brave, but other people might not see you as brave. Sorry. I had a call. I'll have to get that later. But anyways, understand that. So Usopp, he's going to have to be darker and more serious, and plus learn, observation Haki, armless Haki, and he's going to be beastly. He's going to be massively beastly. He's going to, I believe he's going to be the fourth, and I've said this, I believe he'll be the fourth most powerful Straw Hat by end of series. I mean, he's a sniper, and he's the great strategist. He's the best strategist among the Straw Hats. You understand what I'm saying? Golly, sorry y'all. But anyways, then we got Brook. Brook's abilities, oh my goodness. And now throw him in too. You add doggone observation Haki and armaments Haki. Okay? Brook, man, this dude's abilities are ridiculous. The soul production of the soul. Then you got doggone, his music. Oh my goodness. Brook's ability, the ice from the depths of the netherworld. I mean, come on, man. Brook is a badass. And Brook's a former pirate, okay? Brook is a pirate. He's the third. Luffy, Usopp, and Brook are the only three Straw Hats that originally had the goal of being pirates. What do we need to say more? Brook, we seen him serious. When Brook is serious, arrow notch. Do I need to say more? So when them five get more serious, and then you add in others, cause I made a prediction. What video was that? A couple videos back with the Toy Soldiers reveal with Kairos. Again, spoiler, I know. Kairos. I believe we have a candidate for joining the Straw Hat crew. I'm just saying, we need, and I made videos in the past that talk about, I believe, Aokiji, possible Trafalgar Laws, possible future Straw Hats, Jewelry Bonnie. Oh, definitely Jinbei. Jinbei is a given. Who else did I say? But yeah, I expect 5 to 6 more Straw Hats. And then, there's a bunch of allies. But they need more crew members, and that's a whole nother discussion. But you understand that. Now, to a couple more parts. And so I'm only going to do 4. Red-haired Shanks. Why do I bring up Shanks? We see Shanks in the flashback, right? I mean, he unleashed Conqueror's Haki on that sea monster, right? But Shanks was a carefree thing, and he taught, Luffy, carefree, whatever. We even see Shanks when Mihawk brings the news of Luffy's bounty raise. I always forget whether it's the 30 million berry or the 100 million berry. I forget if it's the defeat of Crocodile or not. But when we see Shanks, we see him Marine 4. Even prior to Marine 4, when the clash he had with Whitebeard. Shanks was something serious. Then we see Marine 4. We see a whole different thing. Then we see the poster. Look at Shanks with he has the dog. Look. We see Blackbeard with the eyes. With his, I love Blackbeard's laugh. And then, I gotta throw this in there. Doggone, Jesus Burgess with the love the Blackbeard fire slash. But anyways, we got laughing Blackbeard over here. We got Kaido with the big old smile. We know what he is, the 100 Beast Kaido, King of Beast Kaido, the strongest creature alive, strongest thing alive, however you want to say it. Then we got Charlotte Linlin. But then we got Shanks over here with the darkness, with the scars. Shanks arguably the most powerful person on the planet. Alive. Conqueror's Haki. Leaked Conqueror's Haki, breaking down the Moby Dick. Dude stopping wars. I believe, and I've said this in a previous video, that I believe Shanks is the one who provides really the balance in the war. And we know the Whitebeard, when he, lost, there was a bunch of territories going up for grab and whatnot. But I'm talking about balance. Okay, there's balance of power. You think Charlotte Linlin, Big Mom, you think Kaido, 100 Beast Kaido, you think Blackbeard and Marshall D. Teach, they're looking for balance? They would be at each other's throats. But Shanks? So how does he deal with people? Even Edward Newgate, Whitebeard wasn't that bad. He was a roamer, he was about the family, but I'm pretty sure Whitebeard with his battle prowess. But Shanks comes from what we saw in Romance Dawn, that flashback, to doggone now. What happened? The New World. That's what happened. The New World. This helps bolster my point. This helps reinforce my point that the New World ain't a joke. That is very dark and is very serious. And these waters, these politics, okay, that go on in the New World. We've already been introduced. We just got in the New World, and we got an underground society, underground brokers. Seriously. Pre-time skip, you had people like Rob Lucci, Dark Justice. I'm just saying, though. You see Heavenly Demon, Don Quixote do Flamingo, aka Joker. You see how he be. And it's acceptable in the New World. These are pirates out here. It's not a game, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a game. We're talking about pirates. And historical, people want to stereotype pirates. Pirates ain't the same. And I've talked in a video about the different types of pirates, right? But at the same time, they're still pirates. It's not a game. Look at Luffy. Luffy, out of anybody, one of the reasons I love Luffy, and he's my favorite character currently, is because Luffy, his morality is still very much in question. Now, although I have my own, strong sense of morals and whatnot, I love that in the character. That Luffy, as a pirate, he embodies One Piece. In the morals in question, justice, and his whole sense of things are very much in question. Although he does moral, and he tends to be on the moral side, there's some things you got to question about. And I think we're going to see that more enhanced. I believe Ichiro Oda is pushing that. Shanks, prime example. His mentor. Look at how Shanks is. I'm just saying, though. He's not Shanks, but that Straw Hat. And we haven't seen Jack from Goldie Roger. So We seen Roger smile and stuff, but we haven't seen Roger actually do jump. So we gonna have to get some flashback arcs or something, man. Something. You know, we got with John Chinjao and Garp. I'm just saying though. I'm just saying. Now that was a quick point. My last point I would like to make. The New World itself. And why do I say it's what it is? First of all, take a look at the seas, man. The seas are all topsy-turvy and all over the place. Okay? You see the weather, the climate. When you also take into consideration the personalities, the characters up in it, you take into consideration that even the fodder, what people consider fodder of the New World, are on some other level stuff. I mean, take into consideration where Usopp is a mid-tier character. Where Usopp, a mid-tier character, let me clarify that. Okay? Usopp would be still beastly. I don't necessarily say he'd be captain level, but he'd be beastly back in Paradise, the Grand Line Paradise, the first half of the Grand Line. You see, he's not nothing in the New World, but you understand what I'm saying? But shoot, if he was back in the East Blue, for example, the North Blue, he would be tearing up. Oh my goodness. Forget Arlong. I think he would be, oh yeah, he would be Arlong. He'd be Don Krieg. There would be jokes to him. You feel what I'm saying? The New World is something. It's a beast in of itself, and it's looking to devour whoever. It's looking to corrupt. Its nature is dark. Its nature, and that's why people saying, "Oh, I'm not having the feeling I once had for One Piece." Well, because the game's changed. It's not a game anymore. It's not this romantic. It's still romantic, romantic not the sense of loving kind of relationship, but romantic in a sense of genre, okay, in a sense of art. That romance is not. It's still there, but it's mostly gone. We've gone into the realistic aspects. This part 2 of One Piece is what I'm loving. You best believe I'm loving it. I mean, Puck has slow enough, but I'm saying what's coming. I mean, Dressrosa arc, I say, is the best arc so far in One Piece, definitely. It beats the Marineford arc, yeah. It beats Impel Down, yeah. Beats Sabo, it beats Enies Lobby, beats Water 7, Alabasta. There was some great arcs, pre-time skip. But you can't compare it to Doggo Dressrosa and expect this to be somewhat of the norm, okay? When we get to Wano Country, when we get facing Kaido, Big Mom, Blackbeard, in the Voodoo, these different wars with these characters, and the Pirate Alliance, when the clash possibly with the Kid, Hawkins, and Apu Alliance, the Kid, Apu, and the Hawkins line, the different supernovas tearing things up. We get the Marines. You think we're gonna see the Marines not doing things more so? There's a reason why the Marines, especially the admirals. Listen to recent chapters what Fujitora said. He said, doggone the Doflamingo, yeah, I'm planning to bring down the Shichibukai system. Spoiler once again. But here's the thing. I'm gonna help you out. And I'm planning to bring you in, bring you down, bring you in. Okay, you pirate. But I'm gonna help you down for now. Because if you and Straw Hat Luffy, if y'all clash on Dressrosa, y'all will destroy Dressrosa. You talk about in full. So I don't believe, I believe Doflamingo will get beaten, but not completely beaten, and then begin the war has already started between the Don Quixote pirates and the Straw Hat pirates. And it will just continue. Because once again, they're not, the Straw Hat pirates are not Yonko level. But what I'm saying, on a side note, to end this video, is the New World is this dark, corrupting presence. And you can't help to be forced to go down that dark path. You enter into that. You enter into them seas. You enter into the whole nother world, a whole nother realm. And I'm not talking about the people who live on the islands. I'm talking about sailors of the seas. Okay? Go back and look throughout history. Go back to the golden age of pirates in the Caribbean, for example. Go back to maybe the Asian pirates, the Chinese or Japanese pirates. Did the Japanese have pirates? Probably. But anyways, Chinese pirates or whatever. Go back and see. It's not a game, man. We're talking about life and death. Yes, I believe Luffy will have to murder some people. I mentioned that. I believe, definitely Blackbeard and Akainu. I see them no other reason of them going out but death. He may have to he may have to kill Doflamingo eventually. He may have. I can foresee that. He may have to kill Kaido. I can foresee that too. Big Mom, I don't see her getting killed. Other individual, I don't. Most of Shichibukai, he's either befriended or allied himself with, so that's not an issue. You know, Mihawk's neutral, for example. I don't care what anybody says. I don't see Zoro killing him. I just don't. I don't see it. I don't see Luffy. You know, I don't see Shanks die. Come on, man. If Shanks dies, like, really, y'all, really don't. But that's a whole different discussion. But anyway, the Unexpected One to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me y'all thoughts. Are you stoked for more of this New World greatness? I mean, yo, it's the new world. It's the new world. Alright, y'all. Till next time. Peace.